Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy. Every time I haven't been here in a minute, I'm like, where have I been? Busy doing things, doing a lot of things, talking to you guys about those things today. Or stressing about the things and all that. But it's going to be Get Ready With Me. What are we getting ready for? I'm actually not sure yet. And we'll be talking about that and how the day is going to unfold. Why is my mouth so red? It's not. My lips just look really red. All right. Well, we're going to do a skincare routine and a light makeup routine and just hope that the rest of the day kind of takes care of itself, because I'm going to be, we know the first stop is that I'm going to be going to my grandparents' house. That is stop one. So yesterday was Grammy's 97th birthday, which is, oh, wow, yeah, I had like a really crazy ingrown here yesterday, and I tried to pull it out. It's got a little mark, but it's flat. Interesting, guys. We'll see how it develops. So yesterday was Grammy's 97th birthday. So officially now my grandparents are 99 and 97, which is wild. We had family come into town from San Diego and Long Beach and celebrate her birthday. And I think it was a really good day. I went there early in the morning to do her glam. Let me just show you guys something really quick, just about my beautiful, wonderful favorite person on the planet, my Grammy. Let me just show you this real quick, y'all. And okay, I actually want to start with something that I can't get into too much, but before I show this to you, I don't even know how to say this, so I guess this is just how I'll say it. Okay. I'm obsessed with you guys. The rock stars are amazing. Truly, you guys have been like a lifeline for me as a collective for long before the pandemic. Since losing my job at Collider to doing Live at the Roxy every day during the pandemic for 365 days, to Month of Roxy, things that we've done, to anybody who follows me on social when I did 365 days over there, to every show that I've done here, to the World Girls, to anywhere you've been with me. I am like truly, truly so grateful for you, and don't know how I would have gotten through a lot of times without you guys as a collective. That's a fact. This next part is kind of weird and strange to articulate, but sometimes if you are you and you're at home watching this and you're like a normal person, you know that this isn't to you. Like if you're at home and you're watching this and you're like, I think that Roxy's awesome, she's helped me as well, or I think she's entertaining or whatever, she's a YouTuber that I like, or an actress that I like, or a content creator that I like, so I like doing this, then it's like a normal conversation because you guys are here and whatever. But we are in a time where people are strange, and there are people who think when I'm talking here, I'm speaking directly to just them, and that I have a weird parasocial relationship with them. So, like, let me just be abundantly clear about this as a collective to everybody. I don't have a intimate relationship with any of you guys in terms of not like trying to speak to one of you about pursuing me as a lover. I have no romantic feelings for any of you guys at all. Never have, never will. I have love in my heart for each and every one of you guys. And there's been some stuff that's going on for the last few years and recently resurged with some new people that don't seem to understand that. So I just want to try to be as clear as possible about the fact that, like, I there's a reason you guys know I don't respond to DMs, even though I'm here with you guys. Everything I do, I like to be in the public eye. Like any conversations I have are public because I'm not trying to have private conversations with people, because that's not what this is about. This is about a community. This isn't about me like trying to find a partner or a lover. And um, you guys are the homies, and I'm so lucky to have you. But when I'm speaking like this, I'm not talking to one of you and hoping that means that like, you come find me. That's just super duper. Anybody who knows me at all knows that's not what I'm about. Um, I've been talking about that from the beginning. Everybody has their own stories, their own love stories, their own whatever it is. Mine is not here because I think that that's inappropriate for me. So, and it's not something that I would want. So, anyway, just so you guys know, much love. I hope that the people who needed to get this really understood it. This isn't for one, this is for the community. And I hope to be as close with you guys as you are with each other. That's the point. You know, that's why we have the Discord or chats. Like, it's not about just me and you, it's about you guys together and finding each other and helping everybody through what is life, which is difficult. All right. Hopefully that's enough on that for today. So, yeah. And like, I think that's beautiful. You are a content creator that has mentally been there for me in dealing with my having MS. Papo turned 99 last month with MS. And it just is and was throughout his entire journey so far, just a rock star. So, and my best friend from home, as you guys know, has MS, and one of my closest friends out here. So I see the struggle, but like, there's just so many forms of treatment now. And I just think you're a rock star, Ed. So that's the kind of thing that we're here for each other through, right? Like I've had some serious highs and lows, and you guys have had my back too as homies. Okay. So thank you for indulging me for that part of the conversation. Not what I was exactly planning on doing today, but I think was necessary based on some things that I went to bed to and woke up to, which were just like truly fucking disturbing. Okay. So moving forward, today Grammy had a big day yesterday because we did all the stuff for, that's why I said it just now. I want to show you guys a picture of Grammy that I took yesterday. This is not an attempt to speak to an individual and show part of my life like as a date. This is because you guys are my community and Grammy is so cute. Okay, so here we go. For all the people that want to see Grammy, look how just absolutely precious. I went over there early yesterday to do her hair and her makeup because she had family coming over and she asked if I could do her hair and makeup. I wonder if you guys are going to be able to see this. Yeah. I mean, 97. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, have you in your mother effing life ever seen anyone that looks like she does? Like, it's just truly, yeah, she's a beautiful soul. Beautiful. And she just looked amazing. And, I know it's vain to say, but like, when you look amazing, sometimes you just feel amazing. And I could tell the second after I did her hair and her makeup, she felt amazing. She looked amazing. She looked in the mirror and she smiled and was just like felt better about herself because she felt like strong and powerful and all of that. For those of you guys who are curious, I am currently back to the Inky List vitamin C, which is 15% vitamin C in the EGF serum. Because I really like this brand and their stuff is relatively inexpensive. I get it at Sephora. So I'm doing vitamin C on my face right now. And then I'm going to go from vitamin C to hyaluronic acid. This is the one I had been using, but I ran out and I got it as a gift and it's a bit too expensive for me. So maybe when I get more of a paycheck, I'll get this again. But I really, if you have the money, this Facial, so good. Do you? Really good. But instead, I am going with same brand Inky List, which again, reasonably priced. So yeah, streamlabs.com/rockstar, by the way. I do questions, comments, concerns while we're just shooting the shit today. We're not going to be talking really about movies unless you guys ask me specific questions or entertainment news, just more about my life. So yeah, things like that. Okay, cool. Really good. Good talk. Great. Stoked about it. Awesome. Fabulous. Stellar. I'm logging into Streamlabs right now. Is there anything going on in there? Obviously not. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Hook a girl up. Support. So that I can bring you more content all the time. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna go to Grammys today, I think, but I'm waiting on a call back from her because she had her son and daughter-in-law sleep over last night. And yesterday we went out for lunch and then we barbecued. So, oh, we had such good food yesterday. My cousin had made this chimichurri dressing, and we made Grammy's mom has a recipe. It's the easiest recipe of all time, but it's so delicious. Where you get bottles of chili sauce, and then you make coffee and you combine the chili sauce and the coffee and you marinate steak in it. And it was so good, so good. Flank steak we did, and it was just unreal. And then we did the chicken and corn and potatoes. And then we also um, had pasta salad, and I got a massive Carvel cake, which here I guess is not a thing, but back east was a huge deal. But Grammy had asked for it because Papa no longer can eat solids, so he can't do cake, but he can do ice cream cake. So he ate every bite of that, and it was great. It was worth every dollar, and the cake was so expensive. Like I did not realize how expensive Carvel cakes were, but whatever, worth it. I got Grammy a bunch of gifts. I got her the moisturizer she wanted. She wanted this hair serum, so to make her hair thicker. So we got that. Then I got her what I thought was going to be a slam dunk, but it was this like Skims because she asked for t-shirt, sweats, combo, whatever. But she did not like it. So we're gonna have to return that to Nordstrom and get her something new, which I will do in the coming week. But yeah, and my aunt and uncle got her a Kindle. My cousin brought her a frame. So, bunch of presents, really fun barbecue day. And I just felt really happy and excited for her. And the morning when it was just me and her, I was like, does it feel like your birthday yet? She was like, no. And then later at night, it did feel like her birthday. She got to make a wish, and we blew out the candles upstairs with Puppo. So, all was really nice yesterday. And I'm just constantly reminding myself, like, even though things can be really hard, and they are, Puppo has both dementia and Alzheimer's. Puppo um, has an issue with his kidneys, so he is on this like very specific diet. He can't eat solids anymore. He has MS, and a third of his stomach was removed, and he has a tumor in his face. So there's a lot going on there. And Grammy's had her own medical issues, including that ulcer that happened earlier or late last year, and all the things. And so it can get overwhelming sometimes, honestly. But I'm like the luckiest person alive. I have 3 living grandparents plus Mati, they're not married, but like my step grandfather. That's so fucking lucky. And um, I just every day feel so lucky when I'm there. Yeah, I'm just so lucky. So anyway, I'm supposed to take Grammy out to lunch today, but she called me early and she's like, I'm really tired. And she did have a big day yesterday. So I hope she wants to go to lunch, but if she doesn't want to go to lunch, then I'll pick up lunch and bring it to her. But don't tell her that because I like to leave it as a last resort. It's very important to get people out of the house. Motion is so important because it is one of those things where if you do not use it, you lose it. So every day I try to get her out of the house. And sometimes she fights me, and sometimes she says, yeah, okay, I'll do it. Do I need to go get a mirror? Yes, I do. Should you guys keep each other entertained? Yes, you should. Will it be 15 seconds or less? Yes, it will. Ready, set, go. It's the final countdown. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. But I used my tinted moisturizer on Graham. I think that's still in my bag. Okay, 50 seconds left. Ready to go. I gotta find it. I brought a whole bag of tricks to Grammy yesterday so I could do her makeup. So I used my super goop. Here it is. So it's in the bag. Okay. So I have my skincare on. So what we did was when I switched back to my Kiehl's, even though I was using another lotion I like for a while, but this is a good basic and pretty reasonably priced for what it is. Okay. So now we're waiting for my face to dry a little bit. And then I'll do this glow screen super goop, which has SPF 40 in it. And then we will do a little light makeup look. Still in her back on Grammy. She's supposed to call me. Let's see what time she was supposed to call me. Supposed to call me 30 minutes ago to tell me what she was feeling. I bet she's gonna not want to go, but like we will try. So then things have been all over the fucking place recently, which I will tell you guys about momentarily. Because of that, I'm really trying to also like have fun and live life, which is difficult because trying to save money, trying to have fun, live life are constantly at odds with each other. I'm sure you guys experience the exact same thing. By the way, shout out to our first Streamlabs, Eric with the CK. He says, Hola, happy weekend, Roxy. I ordered Shejek's t-shirt and I plan to take to this con and hope to surprise you with a good pick from there. I don't think it'll be a surprise that you just told me, but I'm so excited about that. I also have an idea for a banger Shejek's t-shirt design, question mark. Wait, you said question mark, but that wasn't, I don't know what to say about that because that wasn't a question. You said I have an idea. What is it? That's great that you ordered it. Thank you. For anybody who hasn't yet, rejectnationshop.com. They've got awesome stuff, but especially stuff Tara and I are doing. Really grateful. We get a good percentage of it. So your money's going towards the creators and yeah, support over there. But also streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider. Send in love here. So I've been trying to live my life and have fun. So I was invited to do something fun tonight, which I'll tell you about momentarily, but it's so hard because it's not like fiscally responsible sometimes to do certain things and also takes away from the time that I can work. But all I've been doing recently is working. I mean, you have to kind of like have that balance. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to leave Grammy and Puppo either by the time I would need to go there. Again, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But let me tell you what's been going on in my life about work stuff. Just so many, I'm just like giving my face a little massage right now, guys, just so you know. So many almost recently that I'm really struggling because this happens when you are in the arts where maybe it doesn't happen to everybody, but it definitely happens to me. And I'm sure it happens for a lot of different careers as well. I keep almost booking something and I get my hopes up and then I don't book it. And I think I have it and then I don't book it. Like I think I told you guys got that in August I was going to be going to New York to shoot a movie. I really thought that I had the movie. I was told I had the movie. And then when push came to shove, I didn't have a movie. And it's hard. It's hard. Like that's a movie I had, not to give you guys too many details because it's not a nice thing to do because when the movie comes out, you don't want to be distracted about it. But I'd read the script. There was a role in there that I really wanted to audition for because I thought that the role was gangbusters. I read it and I know that they had offered the role already to a massive celebrity. So without them asking me to, I just put myself on tape for it because I was like, I just want them to see what I can do. And I think that I could crush this. And so I sent in the tape and they were like so impressed, I guess, with what I did that they were like, you know what, like there is a small role in here for you. We will find it. And because we're grateful that you like the material this much and you did such a great job, but we're going with this big actor, which makes sense. So they told me that I had this other small or very like I know there are no small roles, but small role. And I knew somebody who was in the movie or a friend of a friend, so I had that friend send them a text because I had asked and they said yes, I had it, being like, "Oh, you guys are going to be in this movie together, blah blah blah." And then when push came to shove, there was like production issues with it, and whatever it is that happened, they went with somebody else after telling me I had it, but I hadn't signed anything yet. But they like reassure you, and things happen with production. There's like weather delays, people go with local hires, they hire somebody else and they don't think you'll be able to play off them as well. Like all different things happen, and it happens. You can't be like held down by it. That was really tough. And at the same time, I was told that I was going to be shooting a movie in late August out of the country. And this is a bigger role with a massive like thing going on in it. A thing as in like, I just think that the movie is going to be huge. And now I haven't heard back about that. And I just feel like people are dodging me and that I've been auditioning a lot and things are going well. But then it's just like, I'm not crossing the finish line and I keep getting so close. It's like running 25 miles in the marathon and then I can see the final mile, but I can't get there. And it's a bummer for multiple different things. Number one, it's a bummer for my mind. You hear no as an actor 1,000,001 times. But when you think you are getting a yes and then it's a no, it's hard every time. I try to let it roll off me, but it's hard. And then number two, because it's financially difficult to think that you have a paycheck coming that you don't have. And it's also difficult with your schedule because both these things had dates. And so for those dates, when you're pinned or put on hold, you end up turning other things down. And then not only did you not get the job that you wanted, that you thought you had, but then you turned down other jobs. So financially, it's just really draining. And people all the time talk about, they're like, stop bitching about it. You're an actor. Actors are so well paid. And as you know, it's just not the truth. Like I've been on movie sets for weeks and not made a single dollar from it. I've been on movie set for weeks and made like significantly less than minimum wage. There are so many things that they can do to postpone payment, to never pay you, say you only get paid, but depending on how much the movie actually makes, to like just really not whatever it is. And also, I know that a lot of jobs take preparation and tools and that you have to put in money for, but for this, it's like you audition. Every audition takes hours. It's not like when you interview for jobs, because you maybe interview for a job a few times a year if you are out of work. Like this, you're doing a couple times a week. So, and you don't make any money off of it unless you book. And it takes so much time, and you have to buy all the equipment, like get somebody to come over and help you with it, or unless you're going in. But even then, somebody needs to kind of like help you prep. So yeah, for so many reasons, it's just, okay. Will Grammy want to go to lunch? Let's see. Let me tell her. Hi, Graham. I'm on live at the Roxy right now. Was waiting for you.
You're what?
I'm live at the Roxy right now. You're on air with all the people.
Oh, okay.
So I was waiting for your response, so I didn't know.
I was waiting for you to call me.
Why would you be waiting for me to call you? You said you were tired. I said, why don't you take a half an hour and call me?
Oh, isn't that funny? So I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were going to call me in a half hour. Okay, you were on live.
Yeah, but I'll be off soon. Do you want to go get lunch?
Well, yeah, but I want to be back in time.
Okay. So I understand, but why don't we? It will be okay if we're 15 minutes late. I'll wrap here soon, and then I will come there. I'll probably be there at 1:45.
Okay.
I love you. Love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye. Okay, yeah. Which, like, oh my God, all of it costs so much money. Okay, so anyway, though, that's kind of what's going on there. So now I've been told I have another movie that's shooting later this year. but so far I'm 0 for 2. So like it really just so difficult. And like I also got a message from a director this week from something I auditioned for at the beginning of the year. And he was just like, just so you know, essentially like we went another direction, but you were amazing. Your audition was amazing. Sometimes you just have to make a choice. But you are so talented. I really hope to work with you in the future. So I feel like I am on the right track with a lot of things, but just nothing is landing right now. Nothing's landing. So not to just come on here and bitch and vent, but just that's fucking hard. It's difficult when you just feel like you're trying to live your life purpose and it is challenging. John Get Bent sent in a Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. He didn't say anything, but he just gave a little support, which I really appreciate. Thank you, John Get Bent. Mike Joyce said, "Are you interested in an American Crime Story about Aaron Hernandez that's airing next month? Also been loving your joint interviews with Christian. Hope you do more in the future." Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Yeah, I am definitely interested in that. I know a lot of Bostonians don't want to watch it, but I do. I'm interested to see what they do. It's so fucking sad, the entire story. So I hope they treat it with the grace that it's deserved. I thought that they did a good job with the OJ one. Are you guys going to be watching it? And then, what was the second part of what you said? Oh, the Christian stuff. Yeah, it's been nice to do the interviews. But that's another thing that's like unbelievably time consuming. You know, it's like more because I just love it and I love storytelling, but like it takes me like 10 hours to prep for those interviews because you guys know how in depth that I go and I love doing it. But all these things that I love, it's tough. Tough. I listen to like every single podcast that person's been on, find every single YouTube they've done on interview they've done on YouTube. I go and read any of the like listen on audio to any books that they have or any comments about that. Like I really put in my work for the interviews because I think that if you're going to have somebody that you're interviewing on your show, you should give them the respect to know more about their life than like just ask questions off the cuff. It's so important to like make that person feel seen and heard. Like you give a shit about them because I do, and their story matters to me. Yeah, Mike, it really takes about 10 hours because the week before the interview, what I do is like I'll go and search them on podcast. And then if they've done like 6 podcasts in the last year or 5 years, I'll listen to all of them. I'll go from the earliest to the latest to see kind of the progression. So that will take me hours. And then I go on YouTube and I search. This is totally insider to tell you guys how I do everything, but if any of you guys ever want to do this, go on YouTube to search their name and then their name in each project. And then if there's a project I haven't seen, I make sure I watch an episode of it. Like I hadn't seen Evil, so I made sure I checked out an episode of Evil because that was what he was promoting. And I hadn't watched Person of Interest in a while, so I made sure I checked out this Michael Emerson. Made sure I watched a new episode, not new as in it's airing now, but like a more recent episode, one of the latter episodes of Person of Interest. And then what I do is search their social medias to see if anything's coming up recently. Then I put their name into Google and I check out news on them to see if there's any current, like, I'm not looking for scandals as much as like conversations around them that are going on. And then if there's any book that they've done or doc that they've done in the last few years, then I make sure I watch that as well. So yeah, it usually takes me about 10 hours. Did for Collider as well. Yeah, so I'm not complaining at all. These are something I want to do. You know, I love doing the interviews and I love giving people their flowers while they're here. I think it's so important and cool. And you know, these interviewers, they remember you if they feel like you really got them. Like I could tell that with Nestor Carbonell, I felt like afterwards he just felt, and same thing with Michael Emerson recently, they just felt grateful that we gave them that much energy and time. And Christian has a different interviewing style than I do. That's why we mesh so well together. He goes a little more off the cuff. Not that he doesn't do research, he absolutely does, but like the way that I do research, I just want to know everything so that I don't repeat questions. I was like mad at myself with the Michael Emerson one because apparently on GMA the next day after loss, they had answered the question about who else was in the casket. But when I had looked up who was in the casket, I couldn't find that answer. So apparently it had been answered 15 years prior. But it was cool to hear Michael Emerson kind of recap what it was like being on set for learning about the casket. This is in case you guys watched that interview. Okay. Anyway, thank you for showing me love for that. I appreciate that you're liking them. I really work my ass off on them. I really do. And if Christian asks me like the day before to do somebody, I say no, unless I know that I have the time to put into really researching them, because that's what they deserve, I think. I love doing those with Christian though. We really do make a good tag team on that, which is nice. Okay, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Send in. Adore you guys. Thank you for being here. I'm doing eyeliner inside my eyeline right now because I've been doing that recently. And it's just been making my brown eyes kind of pop a little bit more, as you can see, because the contrast with the black makes them like almost a little browny greeny sometimes. All right. So the thing that I was asked to do tonight, you guys know I'm obsessed with Disneyland. And I have friends that can get me in for free, but they are going to do this thing tonight that while I would get into Disney for free, it's like a sit down membership club meal. It's very expensive. It's like $150 or something. But then we would go on some rides, we would do this, and it's with friends that I really like. But like these are about life choices, right? It's like if I go, I feel like I'll be refreshed for the week. Like I'll feel like I'll go into the week with a lot of fun. I'll have seen Grammy, and if I can get everything done with Grammy in time, and I can leave to go there for nighttime, then I can leave, and I can like really enjoy my night and go into the week like new, freshly fun, excited. But I have a lot of work to do too, and I've been nonstop working, but it's never enough because I'm not where I want to be. And I was thinking about this the other day. Like if I write a memoir, if I'm ever successful enough to do that and people read it, I honestly feel like it's going to be called I Don't Believe in Weekends, because I got into it. Not into it. There's somebody I work with who I adore, who this week told me that I should not be sending out emails on the weekends. I had sent out like a big email on the weekend about this project that was like, this is what we need to do. This is what I'm excited about. This is where my head's at. Here's this contact. Here's this thing. Like it took me 3 hours to write the email. And because there was so much research involved in it. And they texted me being like, yo, do not send these out on the weekends. Like, don't do that. It's not professional, essentially. And it's like, way to take the wind out of my sails, man. You know, like everything I do, I feel like I'm willing to put in so many more hours than the majority of people. And that is the only way, if I'm ever legit successful, that it will work. And I understand that everybody has different boundaries. I just feel like my email ended with talk to you guys on Monday, not get me your thoughts ASAP. So why would you care when you get the email? Like, I'm not looking for an immediate response. This is just when I'm sending it. You don't have to look at it. Just you wait till your timeline. It's not like I'm following up with you like, why didn't you respond to my email? So I don't know, like maybe this is just because in my artist world, but at the same time that this was happening, I'm getting texts from Greg Alba about Real Rejects on a Saturday, which I love because I work 7 days a week, and so does he. He's a baddie. So like I love getting ahead because then on Monday I don't feel behind. Like I took the whole weekend off, which again, if you want to take the weekend off, you are super welcome to. Don't respond to my email until Monday. Like I just think it's so weird. And he was like, you should just schedule this for Monday morning. Why? I, and like we went back and forth a bunch of times about it. I don't know why that would be upsetting to somebody. And he said to me, he was like, you're going to be causing anxiety for the people that you're sending it to. And I want your thoughts on this. Is it my job to manage other people's anxiety when I'm spending time on an email on a project and I'm not asking them to respond ASAP? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like we've gotten so far off track. We're like, so because they would be anxious about that, I need to take more time to schedule an email for the future. I'm confused. Just don't read it till Monday. Manage your own anxiety? Does that sound so bitchy? Like, I think it would fuck with somebody's anxiety if I was like, yo, I know it's your wedding weekend, but can you fucking respond to me within the next 5 minutes or I quit? Like, or you're fired, whatever it is. Like, no shit. Of course, I wouldn't do that. That's like my responsibility to manage people's lives in a way. But I just don't understand. Like, it, if you don't want to read your email on the weekends, don't. Um, yeah, I don't know. Just like it really fucking bothered me. And then I was like, okay, absolutely. Like I hear your boundary and I will not email you or this job on the weekends ever again. Um, if that's what's being asked of me. Okay. Just like I don't know, man. Like I really feel like that's why I would name it. I don't believe in weekends. And the first part of the book would be like, you absolutely can believe in weekends. And I want that for you. But don't make me change my schedule around you. Just respond when you want to respond. What? Like, and if every email I was sending out, and it wasn't even a text message, an email, and if every email I'm sending out over the weekend, I have to schedule for Monday. Monday, my inbox, I'm going to be fucking sending so many because I send so many weekend emails. That's when I'm catching up. Yeah. Anyway, that kind of bothered me. All right. I do have to leave soon. So let me see. Any final Streamlabs or questions? I don't know whether I'm going to do this tonight. Trying to figure out whether I'm going to go to. Oh, thank you so much, Lauren. Lauren in the Streamlab says, I got laid off a few months ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. And the job market is trash. So I've been living that 1099 life. Yeah. Feel at least a little fraction of your frustration about not landing the roles you want, rooting for you. Enjoy Disneyland. Just don't know that I'm going to be able to make it there. It depends on what's going on at Grammy and Papa's tonight. I would have to leave their place by 4, maybe by 3:30. But I will see. I hope that I go because it wouldn't be for that long. Like I would only be there from 5 to 9. And it's not that far away. It's like 45 minutes for me. And on the way back, there's a couple people coming back up that I need to listen to their podcasts. So I have like a lot of. Oh, okay, Mal. I would be going to Disney for free. So like I get into the park for free. I can ride the rides for free. But the dinner I would pay for would be $150. And I can't just go to Disney and not do the dinner because that's what they're doing, the people who are inviting me. Does that make sense? So like it's not the $250 ticket to get in. That part would be free, but I'd pay for my meal and you can't not get it's a 4 or 5 course meal and you can't like get something else. Does that make sense? But it is like I've never done this before. It's like the Club 33's what's it called? It's called like the Grand Ball, whatever. It's supposed to be the most unbelievable experience. Which is why I'm putting my makeup on in case I end up going. But like I just don't have it right now. So how far we want to go on the credit card limit. Like, how far are we pushing this month? Just, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. So, all right, I'm going to go. I didn't even finish getting ready here with you guys. Well, let me just do a little bit more while I'm with you. Yeah, I know it is a pricey dinner. It's like supposed to be, it's like intense steaks and like it's so many courses, desserts, apps. Like, I can read you some of the stuff that they sent me. I got this for the first time ever. It's a beauty blender, like plushy thing. Everybody I see on TikTok uses one of these. I've just been using brushes, but this thing seems to work really well. Okay. So we just, y'all pay it in full every month? If so, how? The interest fees. Y'all pay it in full every month? If so, how? No, I do not pay it in full every month. Do some people do that? Yeah. I mean, I used to be able to. There's points in time where I've been doing well. Sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm not. But thank you to Lauren, Mike Joyce, John Get Bent, Eric with the CK for the Streamlabs. To everybody else who feels like it after the fact, thank you. Please send on in. I'm just going to finish this light makeup look with y'all, and then I'm going to go get Graham. Where should I bring her? I feel like maybe deli. Are invited to lunch too. If you guys want to get lunch with me and Graham, that's what my bank told me to do. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, if I could do that, then why would I be doing this? Okay. Let's see how we're looking. Okay, here it doesn't look blended, but I swear it is. Wow, it really doesn't look blended in there. But it really is. Like, what's going on with my lighting? Okay, wait, let's see if I can get you. No, it's the lighting, guys. I'm looking good. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right. Much love, my friends. Send in your last minute Streamlabs after the fact. I'll read them on the next show. Thanks for talking to me about all this stuff. Hope you guys are doing well. And if not, we'll talk more about that soon. Sorry to hear about your layoff, Lauren. Keep on pushing 1099 life. And yeah. All right. Stay safe, stay sane, put down toilet seat and live. We don't want those plumes. So I'm trying with the Holocaust, justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. My body, my choice, wherever on the rainbow. We love you. We stand with the women of Iran, some of the bravest women we've ever seen. Golden sparkles for them. Zen one himself. Not rushing through these because they don't matter. You guys have heard me say them, but they matter equally every time. And I will see you guys later. Okay. I hope you have the day you deserve, whatever that means to you. Later.